What's up, B Squad? It is your boy JB, and we are here today, you guys, for this is a late video for Love After Lockup. This is season 6, episode 2. Episode is titled Free My Man. Which man was they asking to free? But before we go ahead and get into it, you guys, if you guys are watching this video or any other video on the channel and you guys aren't subscribed yet, then I need you guys to do me a solid favor and stop taking me out on this date and then having me pay for it at the end of it. You guys know the routine. You can do me that favor by liking the video, subscribing to the channel, turning on your post notifications, you guys, and also by sharing the video. And with that out of the way, without further ado, you guys, let's go ahead and discuss Love After Lockup, shall we? All right, you guys. Now, honestly, when it comes to Love After Lockup, I don't know how long I'm going to be here. This episode is just certain people that I want to talk about. And I don't know in which particular order we are going in, but y'all, we gonna definitely get into these people because this is a motley group of people to discuss. You know what? Let's start light and then get into the mess. Joey and Michael. So Michael, you guys know Michael is getting out of prison. You guys know Joey is worried about him and Michael. They've never really been in the outside world with each other sober. They're not in, Michael has never really truly been in a monogamous relationship. And y'all know I like Joey. Y'all know I like Joey. Y'all know I like Joey. But I'm really worried about Joey, to be quite honest with you guys. I am truly, truly worried about Joey. And I'm worried that he might get hurt by Michael. And here's the reason why. We found out a little bit more about Michael. I thought it was hella interesting that when Michael got out of prison, that man immediately took his clothes off and put on them clothes that Joey had for him. He was, however, pissed. He got a whole new phone number and his contacts were deleted. And I was with Joey. With Joey. Like, why do you need them old contacts? But then we got a little deeper into Michael's story and I was like, oh, you can't really say that Michael's closeted, but I don't think Michael accepts the fact that he's gay. Because Michael was talking about, how hard it was for him to accept being gay. In high school he was a little effeminate, and I don't see the effeminate side of Michael. Honestly, if we didn't see Joey on the show, I would honestly believe that man was straight. But neither here nor there, right? But I was like, okay, he struggles with his sexuality. Because then he talked about the fact that he went to the military. He had a boyfriend for about 2 years. He cheated on that boyfriend with somebody from his past, and that's how he got addicted to drugs. I was like, oh, it all makes sense now. And then I was thinking to myself, I was like, so is the reason that you do drugs because, you can't I don't know if you feel comfortable in your own skin? It was just a lot of questions when it came to Michael. Like, I honestly don't think that Michael is comfortable in his own skin as being a gay man. But you guys tell me what you think and what you feel. And we'll go ahead and move on, you guys, to the next couple. The next couple that I want to talk about, I should have put them first. Savannah and Bradley, you guys. Again, like I've said numerous times, when it comes to Savannah and Bradley, I honestly don't care about these two. I would prefer it if they would go away from me with this, Apollo. Because I just don't care about Savannah and Bradley, and I don't like seeing that damn plantation house on my television screen. I don't appreciate seeing it, but nonetheless, we see it. Now, with Savannah and Bradley had a little bit of an attitude coming out of prison. And I thought it was so interesting. I'm like, girl, why are you letting this man drive your car? Because she was definitely letting that man drive her car. And I was just so confused about him driving her car. I was confused about a lot of things with these prisoners right out of jail. Girl, this man got a driver's license. He not on your insurance, so why is he driving your car? And we gonna talk about another couple when we get to him in a little bit too. Julius. Because what Julius did coming out of prison, I was like, y'all are filming the show. Why y'all are doing illegal? Well, again, if he ain't got no driver's license, that is illegal. And if he ain't on your insurance, girl, whatever. But that's that. I guess she got a text message from her grandmother and it was talking about her mama cooking. Bradley, however, isn't ready to see her mama, but unfortunately, he gonna see her mama because they go into the house and he feels a way about it. I was like, Savannah, girl, if you don't take this man to somebody else's house because he got a, I mean, she called it. He had an attitude. I was like, sir, why you got an attitude? Did your sister come and pick you up? Did anybody in your family come and pick you up? I think not. So treat Savannah, you know, with some kind of respect. They get to the house. When they got to the house, Savannah's mama ran up to Bradley and gave him a big hug. She even told him she loved him. I was like, that is completely different from what we saw on Love During Lockup. Because on Love During Lockup, you were very, you not suspicious. Well, I was gonna say suspicious, but not suspicious. You were very cautious about this relationship between Bradley and Savannah. And then she, we do know that she works with inmates out of prison, right? And so she said that she wanted to be there with him because she knows that there are some people who get out of prison, their families don't come see them, their families are not there to support them out of prison. So she wanted to be there to show him love and support him. I was like, that was nice of you. That was very nice. So then we see Savannah and Bradley. They go upstairs to go to bed. Bradley is talking about Savannah's body. I wasn't here for that. Even though I know that the producers are the ones that asked him the questions, I still did not like it because I still feel like Savannah, because you can tell that Savannah is very insecure about her body. Because Savannah talked about how she was bigger. She had the gastric bypass surgery and then she had another surgery about a year ago. I mean, Savannah looks good. But he's talking about when he was with Savannah, I guess the first time when she was deep in the bowels of her drug addiction, she was like 130. But he said, then he's talking about 150. I was like, 150 and she's 5'4". I was like, dude, you're not doing yourself any favors because it seems like you body shaming this girl. But I really honestly at this point just don't think that Bradley looking at Savannah now in a sober woman in the outside world and him in the outside world, I'm really starting to think that he might not be that interested in Savannah. But you guys will tell me what you think and what you guys feel, and we'll go ahead and move on to the next couple. Moving on to Brooke and JK. It ain't really much with Brooke and JK because we saw like a few scenes of Brooke in this episode. Now Brooke is going, you remember, everybody's getting out of prison. So we see Brooke. Brooke went to a hotel where she met up with his mother, Kathy, right? Now I don't know who the hell booked that room because they booked a single bed, but good enough. It was big enough for the both of them to sleep in. And they're talking, right? Now, Kathy knows Alex. She says she still talks to Alex. She has a good relationship with Alex. She said because Alex has always been good to her son. I was like, ma'am, do you not know that Alex cheated on your son? Maybe you don't care. Now, here's another thing, because Brooke also has a tattoo of Alex. So I guess he wrote her like a Valentine's Day card. So it's in his handwriting, but she tattooed what's in his handwriting somewhere on her body. Yeah. Now, I've told you guys plenty of times, when it comes to tattoos, baby, I ain't putting nobody's name that ain't of importance in my life. My grandmother's name is right here, which I'm still, my grandmother's name is right here. I need to figure what to do about this rash. Like, it's because of my watch. The band on my watch is what's caused this to happen to my skin, and I need to figure out what's going on with it. Then I got my mama's name right there. You can't really see it. My mama's name is on my neck. Then my name is on my leg. My grandmother's name, again, is right here. Like, I got people who mean something to me in my life. It is what it is. Now, I find it kind of funny that Brooke is so worried about Alex because she's like, I hope Alex doesn't come to, to the release. It's like, if she does, what you gonna do? You gonna fight her outside the prison? Because if you do know that they're gonna arrest you on site. Just letting you know that. Now, we do see as she and Kathy went to go to the prison to pick him up, but he didn't come out in this week's episode, so I'm guessing we'll meet JK in next week's episode. I did feel bad for JK because this has happened in my family where I've had family members who are behind bars when, people pass away. Like one of my cousins, actually two of my cousin, my uncle, they were in prison when my great grandmother passed away. Actually, I think my other uncle was still in prison when my grandmother. Yes, he was. He was. My cousin, my uncle, and another one of my uncles were in prison when my great great grandmother passed away. And then when my grandmother passed away, my cousin, he had already been released, and my other uncle, he long passed away because he actually passed away a few months after my great grandmother passed away. They released him from prison because he was sick and they knew he was dying. Then, when my grandmother passed away, my other uncle was still in prison. And when my grandfather passed away, my uncle was still in prison, and they brought him home, but he didn't get to make it to he didn't get to see the service. He came literally as we were getting ready to leave the service. Like when they had got the casket down to the hearse, my uncle, the prison was pulling right up with him, so he missed everything. But it is sad. It is sad. But I mean, y'all know the consequences of your actions when you do them, and that's all I got to say. Moving on. Now, you guys, we were introduced to a new couple in this week's episode, Brooklyn and Brian. Brooklyn, I hate your hair. That is the only thing I can say about you, is that I hate your hair. She says she's loud and she thinks she's Beyonce. I was like, okay. I mean, if you think you Beyonce, you think you Beyonce. But she's a cheer and gymnastics. She's a cheer and gymnastics coach, right? She met Brian when they were in high school. They never dated, but they talked to each other after high school. Then he got in trouble. And then when he got in trouble, he had a friend reach out to her. The minute that friend reached out to me and told me that Brian was in jail for 6 years, I would have told that friend to tell Brian, and both of you can fuck off. The friend, I would have said, hello, who is this? Okay, what's up with Brian? He going to jail for 6 years. He want to talk to me. Fuck you, and tell that nigga, fuck him, and fuck off. And you can delete my motherfucking number. Click. Like, I would have done that. Like, but she talked to him, so they've been together for 6 years. They've been together for 6 years. The whole time he's been in prison. Why? You're a young girl. You are a young girl. Like, why did you waste why would you waste your time and your good years on a nigga that is in prison? I mean, you know what? If you like it, then I love it. Would I do it? It would never happen. It would never fucking happen. Not a chance in hell, not a snowball's chance in hell. Now, we see her as she's meeting up with her family. Her brother is very protective of her. She says it's because of a trust fund. So their mother passed away and they got a settlement from it. I have more questions. I hope we expound upon this whole trust settlement thing more, because I was extremely confused about it all. But like I said, I hope we discuss it more as the season goes along with her. So miraculously, while she's sitting here at this bar with her family, Brian calls her, right? So she's telling Brian how her brother feels, and she asked Brian, are they gonna be good when he get out? He asked her, why wouldn't they be? Here's the thing, Brooklyn. If you gotta ask the question of if y'all gonna be good when he gets out, then that means you probably do have some doubts within yourself about this relationship is gonna survive. And then she says they're very open with each other, right? But he did talk to another girl while he's been in prison. But he tells her, did he voluntarily tell you this stuff, or did you ask him this stuff? Like, did something happen? Like, I'm very curious. I'm very curious. Very curious about that whole thing. But, it is what it is. You guys tell me what you think and what you feel in the comments below, or in the live, or in the chat as well. And we'll move on to the next couple, because I'm so confused when it comes to those two. But let's go ahead and move on. Kiana and Demondrick. First of all, Kiana, you a pretty girl. Very pretty. But what's up with these wigs? The wig in your confessional, you can see the lace right here. Like you can literally see the lace right there. Then the wig in this scene that you got on, I don't know what's going on with this wig. Like right up around here, it look like it's coming apart. It look like it's coming apart. But okay, it is what it is. So Demondre comes out of prison with these two Mickey Mouse like puff balls in his head. I was like, wow, very interesting. These two, girl, your stepfather's right over here. You ran up and jumped in his arms, right? He's holding you, gripping your ass. I was like, again, your stepfather is feet away from you. Feet away. Feet is your stepfather is feet away from you, right? Then you start twerking on him. I was like, oh. And again, he's gripping your ass. I was like, oh, okay. What are we doing here? What are we doing here? We found out a little bit more about Demondrick. So Demondrick went to college. Now he wanted to be a physical therapist. I don't know if he graduated or not. He didn't say, but he wanted to he went to college for physical therapy. He hung out with the wrong people. He said he got shot at one point, so he kept a gun on him at all times, and so he got pulled over by the cops. I was like, was it not registered? It's so interesting because our gun laws today are much more lax than they were 10, 20 years ago. Because now you can just go and buy one. You don't have to have a license to carry one. You can just buy one. You can just buy one. Thank you, Governor Hot Wheels, for that. That's stupid to me. That's dumb to me. But whatever, moving on. Now, did y'all catch the fact that he said that they met when he was 16 and she was 12 years old? How you meet a 12-year-old? You were 16, almost out of high school. Then he said when he went to college, they still kept in contact and she would send him stuff. So you in college getting money from a freshman in high school? Okay. Weird to me. Very weird to me, but okay. Now, these two in the backseat of this car, I don't know what the fuck was going on in the backseat of that car. Because they had a blanket over them, right? And you could see, I think you could see her hand over in between his legs. I was like, girl, I hope you're not doing what I hope you're not doing what I hope you're not doing in the backseat of this damn car. So they got to get him to the halfway house, right? They got him to the halfway house. He thinking that they're just going to put an ankle monitor on him. He going to be able to dip out with her. 2.5 hours passed. Come to find out, he ain't going nowhere with them. And that is the point where you can see that wig. That wig. Kiana, don't you are either hairstylist, you do something with hair, and your hair look a hot ass goddamn mess. But that's it for Kiana and Demondrick. We gonna wrap up with the Kiana and Demondrick is a ghetto ass couple, but I think the next couple is even ghetto. But let's pause here and move on to that couple. All right, you guys, the last couple to discuss. Ashley, Alexis, and Julius. Now, I was watching Really B's live yesterday, so I got this little tea from Really B that Alexis is pregnant by Julius. Congratulations, I guess. Congratulations. If y'all happy and y'all like it, then I fucking love it. I really don't, but hey, it is what it is. And that's so interesting. Girl, how do you feel now seeing that he was talking to another woman? Also, Ashley, your white friend with the black accent, I wasn't feeling it. And I know y'all knew I was going to say something about it, right? So we see Ashley and her black accent having white girlfriend and another girlfriend. They at Party City. So Ashley is preparing for him to get out. Although she don't know when he getting out, what time he getting out. She just know he's getting out and she don't know when she gonna see him. But she wants to have a hotel room ready for whenever she sees him. I was like, girl, you don't know any of this shit. So you get in a hotel room for nothing when you got kids. She want to get some handcuffs too. I said, why would you get some handcuffs when this man just getting out of prison? That's stupid. Her friends are trying to warn her. She wants to get pregnant, and it's her birthday coming up. I said, "Bitch, if you don't enjoy your birthday, have fun. Go to the bar. Meet a man. If the man is cute, take the nigga home. Have sex with that nigga with a condom, however. But I mean, have fun, cause Julius is gonna do whatever the hell Julius wants to do." We also found out that, remember, Ashley got the tattoo on her titty of his name. They were supposed to get matching tattoos. He didn't get his. The minute he didn't get his tattoo, when mine healed up, I would have covered that motherfucker. Girl, I hope you've covered it up by now. I hope you are in the process of getting a cover up. Because why? Why would you? Hope you're getting it covered up. Please get that covered up, right? Meanwhile, Alexis is on her way to pick him up from prison. To Alexis' surprise, when she got to the prison, his friends were there. One of them had a white styrofoam cup in his hand. I was like, wow, this is interesting. So Julius comes out to his friends and to Alexis, right? Instead of getting in the car with the person who has supported him, this man decides to get in the car with his friends. In the car with his friends, the friend, whatever this is in this friend's cup, Julius took a drink of it. I said, "Sir, you're fresh out of prison. Why would you do that?" Then they get in the car. They stop by where the hole is so he can yell at his friends. You know, I'm cool with that. But in the back seat of the car, the homie with the styrofoam cup, the homie in the back seat of the car is rolling some weed. I said, "Oh my God, what the fuck is going on here?" Because you can literally see that man in the back seat of the car breaking that weed down and putting it in the blunt, putting it in the paper to roll it. I was like, what the fuck is going on here? I wouldn't, Julius, I hope you stay your ass out of prison. But good luck, Alexis. Good luck, Alexis, girl. I hope you ain't a single mother. That is all I gotta say. I hope you ain't a single mother, but whatever. But that's it, you guys. I think I hit everybody. We talked about Kiana and Demondrick, Joey and Michael, Ashley, Alexis and Julius, Brooke and JK, Brooklyn and Brian, and Savannah and Bradley. That's it, you guys. I want you guys to tell me what you guys thought about this episode down in the comment section below or in the live chat, because this is going to be a premiere. But let me know what you guys thought about it, and I will catch you guys in the next one, you guys. Stay safe, take care of yourselves, wash your hands, be blessed, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Next week, I will be on time. So next Saturday, you guys will get it at the regular time that I do it on Saturday mornings. Because I think I'm free next week. Only thing I have to do next weekend is get the haircut done and go get a manicure. And I think with the panel that me, Scotty, and Really B are doing, I believe we're gonna push that one from Saturday to Sunday next week, because Really B is gonna be out of town. So I think we're gonna push it to Sunday, so that way all three of us can be on at the same time and discuss it. Beyond the Gates, by the way. Everybody can say that. But that's it, you guys. Be sure to like the video again. Subscribe to the channel. Turn on your post notifications. Share the video. And until the next time, you guys, stay safe. Take care of yourselves. Wash your hands. Be blessed. And I'll see you guys in the next video.